All right. Good morning. Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Michael Gundert here from Raz Tech Solutions. Michael, welcome.
Good morning.
So, how this is going to work is I'm going to ask you 6 questions about your business in 6 minutes. Are you ready for it?
I guess I am. Here we go.
Awesome. Cool. So, when people ask you about your business, how do you describe it?
I describe it by right now I'm doing mechanical engineering and design. That's my background. So what I do is I help out a lot of smaller businesses that might not have an engineer on staff, or maybe a mid-sized business that has special projects they're not getting to. And so what we do, I also have an automation engineer that works with me, Brandon. And what we do is we take on projects that people might not get to, that are help improve the efficiency of their business, that are just kind of back burner projects, and we bring them to the forefront and we just execute. That's kind of what we do.
That's awesome. Thank you. What were your plans when you started your business and how have they changed? How has it evolved?
When I started my business, it was basically I thought I was going to do just contract design work for people, and that was fun and it was interesting. But I'm always looking for the next thing. How can I help people? And what I saw a need for small automation, and there's a lot of bigger companies out there that do the $1 million projects, the $500,000 projects, the $5 million projects. But there's a need to just improve some processes within a plant to increase efficiency, or maybe move people from one area where they're just doing monotonous tasks onto something else where they can actually add value to it.
Okay. So explain the automation side a little bit more to me. Do you like go into people's plants? Do you like,
Yes. So we go into a facility, for example. Someone will call us up, and a lot of times it's like an older piece of equipment, and it's still a very good piece of equipment, but the program and the software and even some of the hardware um, for the equipment is outdated. They can't get it anymore. They don't. The people that have programmed or built this piece of equipment no longer are in touch with the business. So we can go in and take a look at the process and rebuild that, or we can add on to an existing piece of equipment. Say they want to stack some parts or do pick and place with a robot. We can help them figure out how to integrate that back to their piece of equipment to make the process even a little bit more smooth.
okay, cool. That was a side question. I was just curious.
Yeah, so I still do mechanical design for certain companies, but it's not as prevalent in the business anymore.
Okay, awesome. So what is the biggest way that you impact the community or want to impact the community?
I'm starting this business from scratch. I like helping small businesses. I like helping the small to mid-sized businesses. And I know it kind of sounds a little weird when I say it out loud, but by helping smaller businesses be profitable, they also contribute to our community. They contribute to things like the Boy Scouts or T-ball or baseball or any of those other programs. People are able, that's the heart and soul of the community. I think is small business people and people that are, willing to stick their neck out to help other people.
I totally agree. Well, thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Yeah, small and medium-sized businesses are the heartbeat of this country. So that's awesome. What is one challenge that you have faced in your business, and what could other business owners learn from you?
Oh boy. There's lots of challenges. The one challenge that I think is the hardest is finding my first customers and finding new customers. And I think just going out and being open to new experiences, talking to new people, accepting, it sounds weird, but accepting LinkedIn requests. People, you find out you meet people that you wouldn't have ever met before that are just trying to do the same thing you are. So being open to experiences, networking with people, having conversations with people, even if you're waiting in line at Qdoba or whatever, you can find out what people are doing, and it kind of leads you in a different direction, or somebody might have insight that you don't have.
Absolutely. And that's a hard skill, especially for a lot of engineers, I think. I know my father's an engineer and he doesn't really want to talk to people. If you talk to him in the grocery line, he might be like this. So that's an awesome skill that you have that you can, embrace that. So, what does the future look like to you in your business?
Um, right now it's just like I said, Brandon and myself. What we do is we pull from a lot of other businesses. We have vendors that support us and help us with, so we don't have to know everything. That's the idea. We're project managing. We're helping connect people. Sometimes, we're purchasing the items. Sometimes our customers are purchasing the items to build what we're building. And I think the future is to eventually backfill some of my workload, my technical workload, and some of Brandon's technical workload, so we can go out and focus on bigger projects. So
Cool.
maybe it's 2 or 3 more people, but I like to keep it small because I like to know people and understand how we can work with our team.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Our definition of a commercial or of a business is a commercial profitable entity that runs without you. So if you can get other people doing that work, that's going to be
Yes.
business, right? And it
Yeah,
is.
that's when I get excited about it. Well, I'm excited about it, but that's
It
my
is
reason.
exciting.
I can take a day off and not worry that customers aren't taken care of or something like that.
Totally. So all subjects open. This is our last question. What inspires you most?
I don't know. I like challenges. It sounds weird, but I like walking into something and taking a couple days to look at it and being able to help somebody that didn't necessarily think they had a solution or there was a solution, or going back to them and having just seeing people be successful on their own. Sometimes is you come back and you sit down in a meeting and they go, well, what if we did this? And it's a really simple solution. And sometimes you walk away without the business, but it's fun to see people succeed and pick up things or have those conversations about for me about it's about efficiency. Nobody likes doing monotonous tasks. Nobody likes, maybe some people do, but I'm not one of them. I always want to find a better, faster way to do something, and I don't like to repeat things over and over and over again. But when we can come out of a meeting, and sometimes it's just the customer comes up with a simple solution, or we come up with a simple solution that's maybe a $500 fix to what they thought was a $50,000 problem. I mean, those are great days.
Totally. Well, and I'm also thinking, like, even from an environmental point of view, if you can save something, salvage something, upgrade something, like not just from a financial point of view, but not have to replace that completely, that's so great for the environment too. So very cool. Well, thank you so much for your time today. If you want information about Rastec Solutions, you can go to the link below to his website. Thank you so much, Michael.